Well, as we've already mentioned, the operation included airstrikes by the US-led coalition, and on the ground, 1,500 Syrian rebels, along with Turkish special forces. Now, Ankara says the goal of the offensive is to secure the Turkish border against Daesh. Jarablus is the terror group's last stronghold close to Turkey. Ankara also wants to prevent any attempt by the YPG to seize more territory or move further north towards the Turkish border. Well, for the latest on the operation, let's speak to Jon Brain, who's joining us now from Karakamush, the border town close to Syria. Jon, just give us an update. It seems like it was a successful mission carried out yesterday, but it's not the end of Operation Euphrates Shield, is it?
It's not the end, but yes, a very successful mission. And the contrast here to 24 hours ago when we were watching and listening to the artillery shells land in Jarablus and the airstrikes carried out couldn't be greater. It's peace and quiet here today, which is indicative of the fact that the operation in Jarablus has now concluded, in the sense of they've taken that town and it's in the control of the Syrian opposition fighters. Daesh appear to have not put up much of a battle. Many were captured or surrendered or had retreated in advance. This operation, of course, didn't come as any great surprise. It had been much heralded before it was even begun. So Daesh fighters, we understand, have retreated probably to the town of Al-Bab, a territory they still hold. As you say, though, it's not the end. There's a clue in the name to some extent. It's called Operation Euphrates Shield. As well as driving Daesh out from the border, Turkey is very concerned that the YPG doesn't make further advances and has said this operation won't end until it's pushed the YPG back over across the other side of the Euphrates River.
And Jon, you've kind of alluded to it there. What happens now then? Do we have a sort of a force that acts as a barrier between Turkey and any YPG positions across the Euphrates River? The FSA holds Jarablus.
Well, it's not clear exactly how this will pan out, but Turkey's made it clear it won't accept the presence of the YPG in that area because it's concerned that they'll try and create a de facto Kurdish state in northern Syria. The issue, though, is, of course, that the US do back the YPG fighters, though the US have said that they also want the YPG to accept Turkey's demands and retreat back beyond the Euphrates River. The US obviously concerned to avoid any possible military conflict between the YPG and the Free Syrian Army. So there's still a lot to be resolved, and really the ball is now in the court of the YPG to see whether they will push back. If they don't, we really don't know what will happen next. Will the other Syrian fighters backed by the Turks turn on them? We'll have to wait and see.
We do. Jon, for now in Karakamush, thank you so much.